Hello everybody, my name is Chris from the band Turbowolf, and you're watching That Just Happened.
Hey guys, it is Front Row Joe with That Just Happened. I'm sitting here with the love child of Perry Ferrel and Frank Zappa with a voice extracted from the essential oils of Andrew Stockdale of Wolfmother and Andrew VanWyngarden of Management. It's Chris Georgiadis from Turbowolf. Thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you very much. That was the best introduction I've ever had. So thank you for that.
I worked on it all afternoon, so
it was fairly accurate, I'd say.
So Turbowolf out of Bristol, UK. You're coming to visit us for the second time only on this US tour. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes. We've never played Fort Lauderdale, but we have played in Florida before. This is the second time that we've come to America on a tour. This tour is with Royal Blood, our good friends. We're having a great time. Great to be in Florida. Love the state. Love the weather, even though it's a bit stormy at the moment. I don't mind that. I'm just soaking in the warmth.
Your debut album, Turbowolf, was released November 11th of 2011. Mm-hmm. And when you look at that numerically, that's 11-11-11. Was there any significance to that? Any pre-planned, hidden type message there?
Yeah, it was definitely pre-planned. It was something that we thought about, and we just liked it. There was some poetry to that, and like with everything that we do, we try and tie it all in and give it our own special touch, I guess. So it just seemed to be the best time to put an album out. You know, we had to put the album out around then, so we were like, why not put it out with all the ones?
And have some significance there. That's great. You've also, too, Turbowolf has gone through a few lineup changes, most recently Liana on the bass. What type of change to the Turbowolf mix has a female sensibility lended itself?
We see Liana as one of us, and she has been from like day one. So I don't know about male and female so much as to just personalities, but it certainly livened the backstage situation up somewhat. And yeah, she's just a great person to have around, and we love her very much, and she's a valuable member of the band.
A little bit of a party animal, keeping step with Blake, the drummer, who's known for that.
Well, I'm glad it's reached this far. But yes, they do like to have a go on the wicked weed, barley, that is.
Yes. So their reputation precedes them.
Fantastic. I'll let them know.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the new album that was released a couple months ago. What can you tell us about it for those that haven't heard it yet? I've been listening to it on repeat. Awesome. Love it so much. But what can you, what are some of the tidbits, straight from the horse's mouth, if you will, about the album that you can tell those that haven't heard it just yet?
Sure. It's called The Free Life. It's our third album, as you said. We spent 2 years writing it and another few months recording it and mixing it and the rest. Its themes are about freedom and what it means to be free and what that means to different people in the world in different kind of situations. And we're extremely proud of it. You know, we never kind of compromise when it comes to our music. So if it isn't cutting it for us, then it doesn't make the record. So that's why it takes us so long to write, because we're really, we really want to make sure that the album is the best album that we could possibly make. So we push ourselves to the absolute brink of insanity, and then we go into insanity and swirl around there a bit, and then we try and come out at the end of it with an album. And yeah, we're very happy to make it, and that it's out now is great because it means that everyone gets to hear it.
And again, taking from the free life, why is freedom and free will a dream?
I think that line in the song that you quoted is more about the fact that everything that we do and everything that we are is an illusion to a certain point, and we all have different perspectives on this illusion that we call life, and we just like to pose questions really rather than make sure statements. We kind of find that's more exciting and more provocative, and that's something that's the most special for us, is to be able to open people's minds and get people to kind of question everything really. And if we can do that with our art, then we're happy.
Yeah, and going back to Two Hands, the album before, in an interview, you and Andy, lead guitarist, had said that the creativity, the writing style was just trying to find the kinds of noises that you guys liked and wanted to put down. Was this recording of The Free Life any different?
It was more of that, if anything, because this album we produced it ourselves, and we tracked everything ourselves, and got all of the sounds ourselves. So we spent absolutely ages with a room full of pedals and amps and synths, and just making stuff. So which is great, because now being able to do it at home and do all that process at home means that you have the time. So we just spent every waking moment messing around with sounds, finding some cool sounds that we didn't think other people had used so much, and sounds that we just loved and we wanted to put on the record.
Also, too, on The Free Life, you have some featured vocalists.
Yes.
Even your tour mate now, Mike Kerr of Royal Blood. Who else is on there, and how did all that come about in the decision to do something like that?
Sure, we have also have Sebastian Granger from The Death from Above, which is one of our favourite bands. So that was like a total pleasure to have him involved. And we also have a guy called Joe Talbot from a band called Idols, who are based in Bristol, and a good friend of ours called Chantal Brown from a band called Vadoon. And they all got involved just because we always like to have like friends involved in our albums, particularly kind of like singers, because it brings another voice to the album and breaks it up a little bit, because although I have a beautiful voice, it's nice to give everyone a bit of a break from my beautiful voice, and get our friends involved. And it's also just kind of fun, because it means that we can just see our friends and get them in the studio, and it just breaks the whole kind of isolated recording process up a little bit if we can involve other people.
Yeah, sure. Absolute pleasure to sit down and talk with you. Really appreciate your time. Looking forward to the show. And any last words for any prospective Turbowolf fans out there?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. It's an absolute pleasure. I'm going to say what I normally say, which isn't any slight to anyone out there, and that's thank you to anyone who's bought our album, bought a shirt, come to see us live. It all helps us to keep on doing what we're doing. If you haven't heard of us, then please check us out online or wherever. Come to a show even, and we love you very much.